What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night Beer Reviews. Guys, today we have a beer from Amherst, Wisconsin. This is from the Central Waters Brewing Company. And I had to write this down because I knew I was going to get it wrong. This is their bourbon barrel-aged Belgian-style quadruple ale. Beer comes in at anywhere between 10%, what they say on Beer Advocate, or 11.9%, which what they have on Untapped. Untapped at a 2017 version, which this one is. I got it right out of the refrigerator, just got it out, got my camera set up, hit record. Beer Advocate has this at 4.19 and Untapped has it at 4.23, so A- beers, and usually when those two are kind of in somewhat of agreement of each other, this is usually the beer is going to be pretty good. I don't have anything from YouTube to try to see what anybody else tried to say about this beer. I'm trying to get away from doing that to try to get my own opinions on the beer, and try not to get influence me on the beer. So, guys, let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we get. I did not see a date timestamp or anything like that on the beer. I thought there might be one, but it's kind of in a dark ink, and I couldn't really read it. So hopefully, when we get it out, I'm going to look at the bottle here. The bottle here, pretty a little bit closer. Guys, let's crack this open and see what we get instead of me sitting here jibber jabbering. Right? I paid $4.49 at Daryl's here, right down the road from me. Nice hiss, not too bad. All right, let's get it my Samuel Adams glass. Going to give it somewhat of an aggressive pour here. A little bit of smoke coming out, not too bad. Comes out kind of a barley wine style. See if we can get her all done here. There we go. There we go. Get the red up here so you can see a little bit better. All right, guys, now that they bring it back into the light here, that is kind of a off-white, I would say more to the eggshell-colored head. Small to medium bubbles on the top, smaller on the side. That's a little bit less than a finger of head. If it's at the 11.9% level, you're not going to get a big head. And even with that not really aggressive pour that I have here, it's really not going to really generate a whole lot of head. As I hold it up to the light here, guys, I'm looking at a mahogany color, maybe a brownish color. There's some, I didn't do a swish and pour up here, but in the bigger part of the bowl here, I'm kind of getting a sediment style coming out, but at the lower parts, I'm getting a mahogany, maybe a amber color, maybe a dark amber. I would kind of say maybe a little bit of, maybe a splash of orange in there to kind of give it an orange hue. Usually to the barley wine style. So guys, let's get an aroma test on it. Let's see what we get. Well, I'm getting a little bit of an alcohol presence. It must be the bigger, the 11.9%, which you have on Untapped, which is probably more to that alcohol level. Getting a little bit of sweetness from the malts. Maybe a little bit of caramel. Getting a little bit of scent of caramel in this beer. And that's pretty much it. There's really not a whole lot coming out on here. I didn't, like I said, didn't really give it an aggressive pour. I'm not really doing any swish or pours or anything like that to get any sediment out. I don't even know if there's any sediment in here. I don't see any down in here. There's maybe a teeny tiny bit, but not enough to really swish and pour to get it back out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm getting. A little bit of sweetness. You're getting the alcohol presence and maybe a little bit of a caramel. And out the head has came down. It's just to a fingernail style of head. But guys, let's dig into this one. Let's see what this one brings to the table. Bottoms up, guys. Cheers. Pretty good. A little bit of booziness from the beer. I'd have to imagine it's probably, like Untapped, is probably correct at almost 12% alcohol by volume. Getting a little bit of caramel. You're getting those barley wine notes. You know what I'm talking about when they're barley wine. You're getting a little bit of the barley. Not real big carbonation burn with this beer. There is a lot number on here. I see 28317. I don't know, I don't know if that's a lot number or if that's some kind of batch number or whatever, but I see it on here, but I don't see anything else that would maybe, looks like there's a little bit longer number on here, but I don't see any date timestamp or anything like that. So, but it is a 2017 version. There is that. I don't think there's necessarily needs to be a date on here, but I would like to know what the alcohol content is on this beer. Is it 12%? Is it 10%? Like what Beer Advocate is saying? Is it, does it change from year to year on this beer? I don't know. There's no ABV level on here, and I kind of frown upon that. As you guys know, I've said it before. But yeah, I mean, getting a little bit of a booziness, getting a little bit of a caramel taste. There's no real alcohol presence. I would say it's full-bodied to me. I have a little bit of that alcohol burn going down to my esophagus. Not so much in my stomach. Now I've had enough of these high alcohol content beers where I don't get that warming of the stomach much anymore. Yeah, you know it's boozy. This one is boozy. Very, very good. Not really anything that's overpowering. Maybe the booziness is probably the biggest characteristic that's coming out of this beer. There's not really a big punch of really anything else. There's no hops, you know, upfront bitterness. The carbonation's pretty low. As you can see, there's some lacing on this glass. I'm digging this one for right now. It brings good. I would probably put this more towards the barley wine aspect of it, because I had not very many quadruples on here. This may even say a barley wine, a Belgian style quadruple ale. I have enough of quadruple ales to know to distinguish a barley wine from this, but to me it tastes like a barley wine, and it very well may be a barley wine. But yeah, I'm digging this one quite a bit. I'm gonna let it warm up. I'm gonna let it kind of do its thing here. Maybe some more characteristics of the beer might come out, but right now I'm getting a little teeny tiny bit of caramel, a little bit of carbonation burn, and the most predominant factor is the alcohol on this one, but it's still good. It's very good. I really can't, and I have a really hard time sometimes with these beers trying to get the characteristics out of it, but we're going to let it warm up. Maybe some more might come out, and maybe give you guys a little bit better description. I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. As you can tell, I got a little bit left here. This is a pretty good quadruple ale from Central Waters. I really kind of drank through this one. It's only been it's 7:04 right now. I think I started this at 6:30, so only a half an hour. Hasn't really came down much from the coldness, but I'm liking this one quite a bit. Still has that caramel flavor, a slight caramel flavor. It has the biggest thing is the alcohol punch, and not hardly any carbonation burn. It's full bodied. I just like it. This one is very good. This one is very good. A lot of people, the Beer Patrol, Average Joe said I would like it. Rod J Beer Ventures said I would like it when we did our kind of our beer flow chat. They said, you know, Eric, you're probably going to like this one, and I'm fully in agreement here. I like this one quite a bit. I'm not going to do a score on this one. I'm going to try to get away from doing the scores, but I will say I recommend getting this one if you guys see it. I highly recommend this one too. I would put it up to the highly recommended area. It's very good if you kind of like your quadruple ales. It's kind of a barley wine, kind of what it tastes like to me. Just a very good beer, very good. All right, guys, let's get the final chug in. Cheers. Very, very good. Wow, very good. But excuse me, if you came across this one and you haven't picked it up, I would say pick it up. I think you're going to like it. I like my beers chilled down first and then kind of coming up to room temperature. But this one was so good that in a half an hour, I kind of drained through all the 12 ounces of it. And I was kind of on the internet trying to kind of get some descriptors of it, which really isn't much when it comes up to being cold. And kind of to a lukewarm, kind of maybe a semi-cold, lukewarm temperature as this was here. A lot of the flavors were kind of still the same, but it was very good. I would get a 4-pack of this if they came out with this, which I think they do. I think Central Waters does put a 4-pack out, but yeah, I would highly recommend getting this one if you guys see it. Guys, let me know if you guys have had the Central Waters there. Let me grab this again. The Belgian style quadruple ale, the Brewers Reserve. Let me know what you guys think of this beer down in the comments, and also do a like, subscribe as well, would you? And as always, guys, if you've had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my spiel by now. Please don't drive home drunk because there's zero tolerance now. And if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. You're going to do the stupid-ass sobriety test. They're going to make you look like a fool. Then you're going to get thrown in the cop car. You get a free ride to jail. And then you're going to have court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you guys, you know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is put your family and friends, you've hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under, okay? Just sleep off your buzz and get your car the next day. Get an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft. Have the bartender get your ride. Have a buddy get your ride or drive you back home. Have somebody just give you a ride back home so you're not stuck in the slammer. And if your car gets towed, that's the very least of your worries because you're not spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to get yourself out of jail and court costs and anything else that comes up. All right, guys, come back on Wednesday when we do Wednesday night beer review when I pull another beer out of the fridge. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Take care.